And now we're going with Amna Habiba. She's the founder at Global Creative Hub. And her talk is titled STEAM and Lifelong Learning. Such a great title, Amna. And Amna is a 15-year-old Pakistani, founder of Global Creative Hub, international speaker with more than 50K views, STEAM enthusiast, and an advocate for girls' education and digital literacy. She is the recipient of Young Achiever Award, a runner-up for Young Voices Award, and she was featured by the UN and Malala Fund, spoken at the World Bank, UNESCO, IFC, and more. She's very passionate about using digital for social good and the UN SDGs. She has such an amazing profile, a great story to tell us today. And so let's get started, Amna. Please tell us what's happening today. Tell us what you want to share.
Thank you so much for the amazing introduction, Isabella. I'm really excited to be here and be part of the Youth STEM Summit. For me personally, STEM is something that has changed how I viewed education. So I'm really excited to be talking about something that I'm really passionate about. Before I go deep into it, I wanted to share how we're encompassing STEM as a whole area of interest and making more young people to be part of the STEM revolution. So this STEM summit that is going on, that is a very good example of promoting STEM exploration and STEM knowledge. But when it comes to learning about STEM, mostly people think of learning as going to college, university, getting a degree, and having it formally. But for those, like if I talk about myself, I'm 15 and I'm still in high school, so it's impossible for me to go to college or university at my age right now. That is where online learning comes in. So massive open online courses, which are termed as MOOCs, and there are a lot of platforms that are offering these MOOCs, such as Coursera, FutureLearn, edX, and so many. At the age of 14, when I first explored e-learning, I was able to take part in courses that were supposed to be for university students here in my country, which is Pakistan. Courses ranging from web design to artificial intelligence to entrepreneurship, personal development, and so much more. So there is like a vast resource of knowledge, of resources that you can use, of learning opportunities, and the only thing that we need to do is to be able to find those. Coming to the topic of lifelong learning, I'm a really big advocate of lifelong learning because I believe that no matter how old you are, no matter how young you are, no matter where you live, what age you are, no matter whatever you've achieved in your life, the element of learning and educating yourself should never disappear from your life. When I was exploring the e-learning world and I was exposed to the whole world of online courses, I got the chance to complete 80 plus courses. And as a student, I could apply for financial aid, which helped me to complete these courses for free and then get a certificate that I could show to people that saying claiming showing them that I know about this topic and I've taken a course on it. So when we're talking about lifelong learning, e-learning can play a very vital role in acquiring new skills, getting into new fields, just exploring as well. So even if it's like not part of your syllabus, maybe even if you just want it to like improve your skills or just for fulfillment or personal development, whatever your goal is, e-learning is something that I personally believe the best option to becoming a lifelong learner. We've heard the quote that as a teacher, you are also a learner. And I've seen a lot of teachers, myself, my mom is a teacher, so I've seen a lot of teachers who keep on learning and that learning never stops. So they treat themselves as students even though they are on a higher status or a higher level in their life. They don't think of that, but instead always remember that education and learning should never stop. When we're talking about lifelong learning and STEM, both of these strongly correlate. When you get the skills and the educational opportunities to explore new fields like science, technology, engineering, or mathematics, which is like the full form for STEM, then you're able to take part in new opportunities, improve yourself. So the main focus, I would say, for lifelong learning, education, and exploration would be to improve your skills, enhance your skill set, and bring change in your respective communities. So gaining soft skills to do that, or gaining hard skills, no matter what sort of skills you are gaining, it's you should always, use those skills for the betterment of your society. So when we're exposing students to STEM opportunities early on, then we're able to create a future where all of the younger generation right now is able to make larger impact towards the UNSDGs and towards the betterment of the respective communities. So the previous talk that was going on, it focused on engineering and science to work for the UNSDGs, and I think that those are two very great ways of advocating for STEM in your respective communities. So, just as a summary, when you are educated, no matter what source it is, no matter at what age it is, you are able to gain the skills that can be used to not only impact your community but also to enhance yourself as an individual. So, thank you so much for listening, and I am really grateful to the Youth STEM Summit for giving me this opportunity to come and present in front of you all.
Oh, that was so amazing because we as a STEAM people, as a STEAM youth, we need to remember that as a teacher, you are also a learner. I really love that quote. Thank you so much, Amna, for sharing with us about lifelong learning because this is like our field during all this STEAM journey that we're going to have. We need to have that tool. Thank you so much. Please
Hmm.
remember to always share your thoughts on the chat, to look for Amna's job right now because she's doing amazing things, and always stay excited about learning from these amazing speakers.